Then we will solve some problems on organic compounds. So A is an unsaturated compound whose molecular formula is C9H16 and this is Br2 which is 1 mole. So on reaction with this A compound under CCl4, so addition reaction will take place. Again this compound will react with the ozonolysis with zinc plus water hydrolysis, we will get B and C. C is a 2 carbon atoms and aldehyde. So these two compounds, so this or this, anyone can react with the cold sodium hydroxide concentrated solutions. This means that these two aldehyde is reacting with this concentrated base solutions and giving D and E, and this D and E is the equal proportion compound, equimolar proportions, which contains same number of carbon atoms. So it is clear that this must have the going Cannizzaro reactions, and this is a big compound, so it must be an alkene, and C9H16 there, so alkene plus by looking this it may be cyclic in nature, so this could be possibility. So let us see the solutions. So you can see that A can be one double bond or cyclic compound, this can be, and since B and C both are going undergoing Cannizzaro reactions and C do not have a alpha hydrogen, so there is a possibility B will be this compound cyclic nature which is CHO, so this carbon does not have a alpha hydrogen. Again if you see this C, this is formaldehyde which again do not contain any alpha hydrogen, so this is the formaldehyde. So 2 not formaldehyde, CH3, so this does not contain a one alpha hydrogen out of 2, any one is by reaction. So what is the possibility of A? So there is a possibility of A will be this compound only. So we can see the if you combine this and this compound, so we will get this product. So A is our this compound. So this compound is X, which is C8H12 in hydrogenation reaction, it giving Y. Y is the optically inactive compound. Formula is C8H18. This is the optically active compound, and this compound do not give this tolerance reagent test, but it will undergo hydrogenation reaction in presence of sodium and liquid ammonia, so it becomes a optically inactive compound, that is C8H. So this is also containing one alkene. So this is 8 and 12. If you see this compound must contain one double bond, not two double bond may be possible here. Okay, so let us see where the double bond is possibility. So let us see the solutions. So by seeing this one, since this compound not undergoing any silverware test and is optically active, that is Y. Second, X can have double bond or triple bond compound, and Y is the symmetrical compound because it is going optically inactive compound. So optically inactive means there is a possibility Y. So this is the 8 compound, so you can see here this compound 8, this is symmetrical in nature. So we obtain from the X, so there is a possibility X means hydrogenation take place of a triple bond, and triple bond is this X cannot give this tolerance reagent test, so this means they do not have a terminal hydrogen. So there is a possible triple bond on this side, here not possible, here is only possible, this is also not possible, and this X on hydrogenation, if you do hydrogenation again, so this will give you optically inactive compound like this compound. So there is a possibility of this compound. So this is alkane, this is alkene. So answer will be this. So this is the your XY and this is the Z compound. Hydrocarbon X was found to have molecular mass 80.85 gram per mole. A 10.02 milligram sample took up 8.4 ml of hydrogen gas, and it is measured at 0 degree centigrade and 760 mm pressure. So condition is given STP and the ozonolysis of this hydrocarbon X, which will give you only formaldehyde and glyoxal. So we have to find out what is the hydrocarbon. So molecular mass is given and we know this product also, so we can guess. So this is the 3 carbon compound. So let us see what was the hydrocarbon. So how much moles of hydrogen was taken up. So this is the weight, that is the volume divided by molar volumes. We'll get this the moles of the hydrocarbon, And what is the most of the compound? So this is the volume divided by molar mass. So we do molar mass. So this will get this much is the most of the compound. So this is most of the compound is much. This is the most of hydrogen taken up this one. So most of hydrogen taken up by the 1 molar compound will be how much? So this is the most of hydrogen divided by 1 mole of the compound. So you will get here 3. So 3 means the compound having a 3 double bond. The molecule have a 3 double bond. The structure of the molecule must be, this is the structure. So this is the structure of the molecule having the 3 double bond. A hydrocarbon of formula C10H16 absorbs only 1 mole of hydrogen upon hydrogenation. So it is absorbing 1 mole of hydrogen. So on ozonolysis it yields 1,6-cyclodecane dione. This is a diketone cyclodecane. So what is the hydrocarbon? So from here we can suggest C10H16 means this is it must having a some cyclic compound with 1 double bond. There is possibility. So if you see, let us see this answer. On ozonolysis, the another hint, we are getting 1,6-cyclodecane dione. So from here we can, this is 1,6-cyclodecane. We can see here, this is the 1, this is the 6, or we can write this compound in this form. So this is formed due to ozonolysis. So we can combine this carbon by double bond C10H16. So this is formed due to hydrogenation. So if you hydrogenate this compound, we will get this compound. So this compound is actually hydrocarbon that we are looking for. So this is the C10H16. So after absorbing this 1 mole, so we will get this compound. So there is only 1 double bond in this compound. So this is the hydrocarbon, structure of hydrocarbon. So outline all the steps for the conversion of trans 1-phenylpropene to cis 1-phenylpropene. So we have to convert trans 1-phenylpropene to cis 1-phenylpropene, trans into cis. So how we can do it? So trans to cis we can convert into by using suitable reagent. Let us see. So this is trans 1-phenylpropene. So we can see 1, 2, 3 propene. This is the phenyl. On bromination, so we will get here 2Br along the carbon. And again, if you use alcoholic potassium hydroxide, this 2Br will be removed. So we will get here double bond, not 2Br. 1Br will be removed. So this side Br and hydrogen this side removed. So we will get here double bond because this carbon is stable. So from here hydrogen is removed. Again, if you use soda amide, so soda amide will be removed. Bromine plus hydrogen, it making a triple bond. So by using a Grignard catalyst, so it is undergoing cis addition. So we will get this product. So in this way, trans 1-phenylpropene is converted into cis 1-phenylpropene. C6H10O oxygen, this compound A reacting with the Grignard CH3MgBr will get X, and again hydrolysis, acidic hydrolysis will get B. B undergoing HBr, it will go E. This is going under ozonolysis, will get C. C reacting with the dilute base will get this compound 1-ester-cyclopentene. So if this reaction ozonolysis, this means this compound is saturated compound. Reaction is the according to the Markovnikov rule, addition reaction will take place. And this is a 6 carbon compound. So addition becomes 7 carbon compound. So here we can see also. So this is the 7-member compound, and this is undergoing base reaction means this compound is some aldehyde or ketone. Some carbonyl compound is there which is undergoing intramolecular aldol reactions. So from here we can guess so what kind of compound C will be, then we can proceed retrosynthesis. So C can be compound this. So if you see this structure, so this is the compound. So there is a possibility of C of this compound. So from C we can gauge that this compound is this one because this is undergoing intramolecular aldol condensation. So again this is achieved if you make the compound like this one. So this 2 bond will be combined to become an alkene because B obtained by ozonolysis. So already you can see here this is ozonolysis reactions. Again by using HBr, B converted to E by Markovnikov rule, and this we obtain by hydrolysis, acidic hydrolysis from this reaction, and this we get from this reaction. So this is our A compound which is undergoing a Grignard reagent. So nucleophilic addition will take place, we'll get this product, then we'll get this product, and then we'll get this product.